Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do sentiment analysis using R programming. So I already written the code. So I do have my code in R sentiment folder where you can see I have written two different uh, functions or scripts which are server.r and ui.r. So I'm going to run this R script in Shiny server, which is a framework of R where we can run R scripts in the form of a web applications on Shiny server. So I install the Shiny and I have written code on those two server scripts where you can find server.r and ui.r. So now I'll run the code. PWT. I just copy the path and I will open one more terminal and I will click capital R. So from the console, I will be running out my R script. So before I run R script, I need to import or I need the library of Shiny. So for that, I need to import Shiny library. Done. I imported Shiny library. Now I will run my application. So whatever code I have written or whatever scripts I have written, I will run that by making use of method called run app or a function. Done. I just copy paste my script path, and where you can see by default it is opening up in 3725 port number on our local host. So here you can see this here I am collecting some tweets in the background, and once I got all the tweets which are needed for sentiment analysis, I will show you the sentiment of each and every tweet that I receive. So for now, by default, I am collecting the tweets on the hashtag called Donald Trump. And here I go. So you can see here, I got a graph. So when I click on the dot or the point of the graph, I am going to see the tweet, the actual tweet, whatever I have received. And you can see the graph over here where we do find popularity, and you can consider this as a polarity also. So if you do have a minus number or the tweet is nothing but a negative tweet, and here we got one negative tweet. So you can see this one of these fraud is a customer actor breaking set of lies and myths handed down the ignorant. A link is given which is there. You can on seeing on or on reading that tweet we can easily say that that is a negative tweet, and we can find so tweets which are above 1 and 2 is almost to 3, that we see that are nothing but they are positive tweets. So here you can see here one more tweet, trade ways are good and easy to win and has Donald Trump they have given. So nothing but it is a positive tweet, and you can see few tweets which are lying on 0. We consider them as neutral tweets. That means they doesn't show us any kind of sentiment. Fine. And here you can see the trends, the same thing, in the form of polarity, a waveform. And finally you can see how we are getting the source. So different sources, from how many sources we are receiving these tweets, uh, that source pie chart is given over here. And we can compare also. So instead of making use of Donald Trump, I will give one more keyword. So soon IPL is going to start in my home country, so I have given a keyword called IPL. Once I'm done with that, So you can see here I'm just clicking on plot charts where it will collect tweets and the sentiment of those tweets. So for finding the sentiment, I have written the R script which collects tweets from the Twitter by making use of a streaming API. After that, I'm going to do sentiment analysis on those tweets and I'm representing them in these graphs. So you can see here I got the tweets. So congrats MS Dhoni for the Padma Bhushan, love you see. So Dhoni got Padma Bhushan, so it is a positive tweet, and we do have one negative tweet. Already we are busy in playing IPL. The national teams is struggling in their T20 international park versus West Indies. So which is nothing but a negative tweet, and we do have some neutral tweets. So they do not have any sentiment. They have given some hashtags in the tweet, so they are not showing any sentiment. So here you can see if you want to collect, you can collect all the tweets from different languages like English, French, German, Italian, and Spanish. But right now I'm collecting all the languages. So if you want to compare, that means if you want to do any comparison between few keywords, then we can do that also by using this R script. I'm just clicking on compare. So instead of Hillary Clinton, that is a default uh, static key or string I have given. I will just give like a cricket. So here, so when I click plot sentiment, it's going to collect tweets of both IPL hashtag tweets and cricket hashtag tweets, and it will give both the sentiments graph. Processing, it is taking some time. Done. And you can see here we got the tweets of IPL, and the tweets of cricket is represented in orange color, where we tweets we got and a few negative tweets. We are representing them in the form of a graph, and polarities are given. And here you can see the trends of IPL, and here on seeing IPL trend, you can see IPL trend is somewhat in positive mode. No one is going to talk negatively, but when you go to the cricket hashtag cricket tweets, there are few tweets which are below neutral. That means few people are talking negatively, so some news is going on that may be about Australian cricketers who has done the ball tampering. But I have tweet, and here you can see the sources from where the tweets got collected. So we have two different sources like Android, iPhone, and web client. So this is how we can do sentiment analysis by making use of R programming and Shiny framework of R. So the code is the git link is added below under description, so you can find out the code in the GitHub repository. If you found out this is helpful, please let me know. Thank you and have a nice day.